All right, shalom. I'm gonna do this video anyway. I did one earlier, and there's no notification being sent out. I'm looking at it online. I don't see this live. So those of you who find this video later, it will be uploaded to social media. Google my name. Yazwill Yahuda. Just do a Google search. Vimeo, Twitter, Anchor Podcast. I also do an audio version. I can take the audio out of my videos. Black Junction TV, and I might as well take Facebook off of here since they don't send out notifications. They think we're ignorant. But anyway, I did a video. I still can't find it in this timeline. But anyway, I want y'all to realize why I'm neither one, neither Democrat or Republican. Okay? Is judging America right now and gonna keep judging America until the balance, the scales are even. But let me get into this. Okay, they were locking black men up, black boys. I'm talking about young boys. I got a video, I think it is The Origins of mass incarceration. It's on my podcast. It's on Anchor Podcast. It's also on Spotify. Okay? The origins of the mass incarceration. They started right after slavery. We think it's a new thing, but let me continue. Okay, Richard Nixon started the DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency. On my video, the war on drugs is a war on black people. I go through that in that video showing you that Nixon himself said there was not a drug problem when he created the Drug Enforcement Agency. It's on Brighteon. The war on drugs was and is a war on black people. Look that video up. It goes into detail. Nixon said, ex-President Nixon, a Republican. Let me start shouting that out. Which part are they on? You're going to see both sides of the aisle participating in keeping us down, oppressed, death, keeping us, well, we're in bad situations where we're dying and everything. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to go from Nixon all the way down to Trump. Just bear with me. We need to take time out and learn this thing. Yes, my message is going to become more spiritual. But we need to learn how to survive naturally or it ain't going to be nobody left. All right. Ronald Reagan. Okay, yeah, the DEA. Now, the DEA been out since the 60s. The drug problem is increased. So what purpose has the DEA served besides locking up black folks? They're supposed to be a shutdown or a drugs are supposed to be harder to find. Drugs supposed to be harder to find since that's what the DEA is for, to stop the drugs. They're not trying to stop them. They don't want to stop the drugs. Like I said earlier, if you want to stop the drugs, you go to where the drugs are being created. You don't go to the neighborhoods where the people are buying the drugs and using the drugs. Okay? Case in point. Now the opioid crisis is a health issue. They're not locking them white people up. But they won't let our people out. Since being addicted to drugs is a health issue, they should be letting our people out. It's gonna get deeper in a minute. All right. Reagan, war on drugs. It's the same thing about this video. The war on drugs was and is a war on black people. Y'all need to look into that. Reagan helped put the drugs in the black American cities. This is evident, and they killed a reporter for reporting on it. Gary Well. He was telling us what happened. They say he committed suicide, but he shot himself in the head twice. But let me continue. Reagan, and at the time Reagan was president, George Bush was in the CIA flooding our streets with drugs. These are facts. This facts. Look, check that video out. I'm gonna put it in the comment section when I get done. Facebook might take it down. That's why you need to learn how to Google my name. And do another search in case Facebook or YouTube or somebody take it down. But it's on Brighteon. Brighteon. All right. George Bush was in there. I'm talking about the senior, the one that just died. He was in the CIA. Now all these are Republicans. Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, Republicans. Bill Clinton, Democrat. He helped militarize the police. That's why they got tanks now. He increased the law enforcement. But who they killing? And his wife, Hillary, another Democrat, talking about we are super predators. And then after Hillary did that, these people are contributing to her campaign for private prisons. They did all that stereotyping of the black man or the black woman, the black people, so they can fill these prisons that's on the stock market. Now, if ain't nobody in them prisons and they on the stock market, guess what? Somebody gonna be losing billions of dollars. I'm telling the truth. All right? Okay. These are Democrats, Bill and Hillary. Bill was flying drugs. It's the same video I keep telling y'all I did about a couple years ago. He was flying the drug when he was governor of Arkansas. In Arkansas, he was flying the cocaine in. Chip Tatum, ex-CIA agent. used to fly the planes for the CIA, and he was flying cocaine into Arkansas for Bill Clinton. He on record saying this. Check out my video. The war on drugs is a war on black people. Let me continue, though. All right, now here's where it gets deep. This is why our prisons are filled with black people. Joe Biden wrote the 94 crime bill. Joe Biden, running for president. Bernie Sanders signed the 94 crime bill to lock up black folks, to tear up families, to tear us down. This is Bernie Sanders. He want to be president now. He said black people, he said, ain't no reparations for us. But he's Jewish, and his people are getting reparations, and the Holocaust was in Germany and not over here. Why have I got to pay Bernie's people reparations when they give to these Jews, when they the ones that enslaved us and brought us over here in slave ships? Why I got to pay them? Why my tax dollars got to go to Bernie's people? When he said ain't no reparations for black people. They don't never address black people. They don't say nothing directly for black people. That term is called benign and neglect. Don't promise black people nothing. Just talk like you're gonna do something, but don't promise black people nothing. And what are we getting? We ain't getting nothing. Okay? Yeah. Peep the plot. Let me continue though. Okay, George Bush, the son. Where are the weapons of mass destruction? You know, they made that law that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. Where the weapons at? They went over there, killed all them people. They tore the economy down, but ain't no weapons of mass destruction. Why ain't George Bush in jail? Why didn't they impeach him? He lied, right? There was no weapons. That's the whole reason of going to war. How many millions of people they killed? Won't you look at how many millions of people they killed behind that lie? And another thing George Bush did, he allowed black folks to be killed in Hurricane Katrina. They wasn't doing nothing but letting black folks die. What up, now? They didn't do nothing but let black folks die. That's what they did. Then you had these white supremacist race soldiers out here killing black folks. But they ain't gonna tell you that part. Then they broke down the levee and flooded the black neighborhoods. That's what happened. I dare you to take anything I said and prove it a lie. Just do that. You ain't got to agree with nothing else. Take anything I said and prove it wrong. Okay? All right. Now, I done went down through Richard Nixon, Republican, Ronald Reagan, Republican, George Bush. If you missed something, go back. I'm going to upload it. Okay? George Bush, Republican, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Democrats, Joe Biden, wrote the 94 crime bill. Yeah, well, I forgot. In order for these states to get billions of dollars, the federal government mandated that the states increase time for nonviolent offenses. That's why you got people in prison for 10, 20, 30 years for nonviolent offenses. This 94 crime bill, in order for states to get that money, they had to pass laws to keep black people in prison longer. You know why I said black people? Because we the only one that it affected the most. They ain't going after nobody else. If it wasn't a color thing, why ain't they mass incarcerating these opioid addicts? Why is it a health issue now that the addicts have turned white? Why? Now it's a health issue. Okay, if it's a health issue, then let the crack addicts out of prison then. You can't have it both ways. You can't not lock up white people and then turn around and keep black people in prison, since drug use is a health issue now. These people, they playing a game with us. Okay? All right. Let me go on. Bill Clinton, Hillary, Democrat, Joe Biden, who wrote the 94 crime bill. He proud of that bill. He wrote that. And then Bill Clinton helped the 3-strike law. Like our life was baseball. He helped architect that. 3 strikes and you in there for life. A non-violent offense. But these child molesters can get out in a few years. These mass murderers, these shooters are getting out. I'm talking about white folks. Peep the plot. All right. Something else I was going to say. All right, Bernie, Democrat, talking about ain't no reparation for black folks. They don't address black people directly. We are not no people of color. Say black folks. Stand on that. I know some think we Egyptians or Hebrew, but they just say black folks. All right, all right. George Bush, Republican. Obama, all right. What Obama do? When the police was out here shooting black folks down, what law did Obama pass to make the police stop shooting us down? What law he helped do? What did he do? Now, keep this in mind. Now, what did he do for gay folks? They got more rights than us now. Obama did that. Why you think they didn't kill him? He was raised by a white man. His mama died and his daddy went around and a white man raised him so he think like a white man. All right, Trump. Now, we all know what Trump do, what he is. He know how to rally the white supremacists. You see him coming out the woodworks. At least I can see who they are now. His daddy was arrested in New York City for a riot with the Klan. His Trump daddy was a KKK, was a member of the Klan. He was arrested in 1927, I believe, in New York City for a riot that the Ku Klux Klan had going on in New York. That's Trump daddy. Look it up. All right. I about done went through that. If you miss anything, y'all just go back. I'm going to upload it. And for those of you just joining, $1,000 to anybody that proved to me, that proved that the Messiah name was Jesus when he walked this earth. You ain't going to get that money. You ain't going to get that money. And I'm not trying to be funny. You ain't going to find it. So walk in the truth. This is his name right here. This is what the text was. This is what the text was come out of. But I'm not going to get back on that right now. I'm going to do another video about that. Let me see what you got. Well, I can accept what I want to accept. I'm tired of laying down. That's what they want, the safe Negro. I accept who I am. Does that mean I got to be weak? Militant? We in a war. Jason Green, they've been killing us since we've been here, putting stuff in our water. I got brothers like Nine Parchman, bad water, sewage bagging up. And you want to talk about being militant. What I'm supposed to do? They killing me. They killing my people. I'm supposed to be cool? Or I'm supposed to sit back and wait my turn? Yeah, it's a spiritual journey. But we also got to survive naturally. I'm going to call you out. Y'all need to wake up and see what's going on. No, I'm not a Black Panther nor an NAACP. See, you don't know what's going on, Jason. I'm going to call you out. The NAACP was started by white people. Jews. The NAACP, the money is controlled by Jews. Think about it. Look into it. Being militant don't mean I'm sinning. The Bible said be angry and sin not. The Bible said Yahuwah is the Elohim of war. Christ is coming back feeding people to the birds. Did that sound like he just getting along with everybody? He feeding people to the birds. That's what Revelation said. His garment going to be dipped in blood. Blood going to be up to the horse's bridle. So people need to know, they need to know the war side, the anger side of the Most High. Got a right to be angry. I'm supposed to be happy? They killing us like this. I used to think like you, though. I don't mean no disrespect to you. I love you, brother. I used to think just like you. But I see what's going on, and I'm going to live in the truth. All right? Shalom.